Can I get the phone, please?
You want to go live?
I'm live right now. Thank you.
You gonna record it though?
Just a little snippet and then take the phone back. Bring it back. Mm-mm. Just can I get just 4 bars?
Hey yo, this what I gotta do. Play politics, not with you. We supposed to be the last of the best of them. See what that money do? Extra 5,000, we running through. Jump on a plane and I come to you. Just text me what you wanna do. Just text me that he.
All right. Thesis, what's good? Thesis, what's good? What's good, guys? What's good? Let's get right into it. I wanted Easy to give me a snippet of his he was addressing niggas, but let's leave it alone. Let's get into these battles. Is this volume 7? What? Is this volume 7? Oh, I'm asking. I thought maybe I made a mistake. What's up, Adonis? Is this 7, babe? It's volume 7. Easy Fire Will. You heard that? You heard that snippet? I know. He's not even gonna let us like do it, he's not gonna let us do it again. He's not gonna let us get another. But I'm happy. I'll be happy when he drops it because niggas ain't ready. Volume, let's talk about volume 7. Let's get into it. I did want more people in the room, but I'm fine with this. I didn't connect to Facebook tonight. I'm just going to depend on my YouTube family. But let's talk about volume 7. I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to be, just super, they would call it drawn. I'm not going to be drawn. I'm not going to be comedic today. I'm going to be very, politically polite. Let's talk about it. So the first battle that we seen, this was a caffeine. Let's talk about everything. This was a caffeine budgeted card, and everybody looked good. They were in the gym. They were at the courts. It seemed like, to me, I'm from New York City. And from my point of view, I don't know where y'all from, but y'all could go ahead in the chat and tell me where y'all from and tell me what the setting felt like for you. But for me, it felt like a high school gym, which I'm not mad at, because most of us, if you're a rapper or anything like that, or if you're a part of the hip hop culture, a lot of rapping and, beatbox or table beats shit started in high school. So that was that kind of feel, like that organic hip hop. I wasn't mad at the gym. I wasn't mad at them in the locker room either. I was fine with that setting. So they was in the gym. First battle was Arsenal versus Danny Myers. So Danny Myers really stood out today. I personally feel like this was the best Danny Myers that I've seen. I don't remember. I didn't take notes as far as bars are concerned, but I do remember the feel of the battle, and I do remember who dominated in the rounds. Now, Arsenal, T-Dub was good. Yeah, Danny's improving. Arsenal was Arsenal for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And then Arsenal stumbled. And I do believe he stumbled in the first. Darian said all this did was prove easy point. These listen, we gonna get into it. What's good, Kareem? Arsenal was Arsenal. Arsenal wasn't trash, but Arsenal was Arsenal. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. Um, I can say I wasn't impressed. I'll say that Arsenal, if there's a plateau, he was steady. He was steady on that plateau. He did not go above what we've seen. Arsenal did not do anything more. You know what I'm saying? He did what he does. Even as far as like the bars and the concept, the theme, the angles he was going at, and he was going at. Can you talk to me just a little bit? He was when he was going at Vicky, there was a lot of Vicky. So there was a lot of Vicky in 2 rounds, I believe, and it was the majority of Vicky. And I do understand that the what Arsenal is disrespect, but at the same time, I'm still gonna expect a certain level of skill. I'm still gonna want a certain level of skill. I'm still going to want it to be refreshing no matter how long you're here, because that's how people remain relevant. Adonis, Cincinnati. I feel like Danny was wilding. He tried something new and it hit to me. I like what Danny did. I like the energy that Danny's bringing. And I mentioned that I feel like this is the best Danny. Out of all the performances that we've seen thus far, in my personal opinion, I feel like this was the best Danny. That's how I feel. I feel like this was the best Danny. I like what Danny was doing. He was confident. I feel like it was the best Danny in the face-off. And I'm probably one of Danny's hardest and worst critics. I'll be honest. And this is before he battled Easy. And you could check the records. Like, it is just what it is. And I feel like Arsenal is Arsenal. I'll repeat that. And I do feel like Arsenal had a strong third. I do feel like Arsenal had moments, and I do feel like Arsenal had bars. I just feel like Danny was the dominant battle rapper. The locker room looked like an abandoned morgue. I'm gonna disagree, but it did feel empty. It did feel empty. But that's what I got to say about Arsenal versus Danny. I do have Danny winning. I do have Danny all 3 rounds. Nah, ours ain't have no bars. G2, what's up? Like I said, I have Danny Myers all 3 rounds. I have Danny as this is his best showing. This is the best Danny Myers I've seen. This is the best Danny Myers face-off I've seen. So salute to Danny Myers, because one of Arsenal's angles was his age, and Danny kind of like swept that under the rug and proved that doesn't matter. Moving on to the next battle. Who was next? Who was next, guys? After Danny Myers and Arsenal, which was a good battle. It was a good battle. Av and DNA was next. But let me also add this to the critique. Danny Myers versus Arsenal the Rebel was a good battle. That was a good battle. If I had to judge that battle on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give that battle a 7. And that's a good score. That's a good score for battle rap. And I feel like that was a good battle. I feel like it was a good battle, and I feel like I will watch that again. Next battle was Av versus who? I'm sorry. DNA. I'm sorry, y'all. It was a long night. So this battle was
good.
It was a good battle. It was one of the because I was looking, my predictions was another way. Like, I felt like Av was going to dominate a battle like this. I feel like when we're talking about believability and delivery, I originally thought that Av would do it better. That's what I originally thought. But in this circumstance, DNA really, he really like, he outshined Av in a lot of instances. In a lot of instances of this battle, he outshined Av. And that doesn't mean that Av wasn't rapping or wasn't talking. It's just that I love it. I love it. It's just that I like, and I like the fact that the G is like, yes, like that, babe. I love it. I like the fact that DNA. Listen, and this is another thing. Like, we watch DNA grow up, and DNA is the type of rapper that's, he's constantly adapting, constantly getting familiar with who he is as the artist. So that's really fun to watch, and really, like, to me, if you're, I don't know, like, as an artist, it's like you can see what he's doing. Like, he's going forward, regardless of what you say. Your attack is going to be your attack, but he's going to stand by like where he's at, and that's pretty much was his theme. Like, I know that you're going to come for me for the Gary shit, and I was prepared. Pretty much, like, that round. There was a round when, I don't know if it was the second or the third. It probably was the second. It might have been. I don't know, guys. This is the end of the night, but he did have a round prepared for the Gary angle, and the fuck, it was honorable. It was honorable. Easy, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I could be talking about any fucking thing, any fucking body, and y'all gonna come and tell me what Easy should do. Easy should have battled B Dot instead of Suge. Let's give Easy some motherfucking time. You guys want to talk about Easy the Block Captain? Fine. I feel like let's not oversaturate Easy the Block Captain. Seriously. Let's not oversaturate him. Let's let him, let's let him bask in the glory that is him. Let's let him bask in that shit. Let's let him, like, live in what he's living in. Like, let's let him understand the success and strategize what he needs to do next, even though what he needs to do next is locked up in his books. Now, let's get back into Volume 7. DNA really did a great job tonight. And you guys know, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. I do think he is one of the champions of battle rap. I think that is a known fact. And I think that he shows us, like, he just had a battle drop, and he's a great battler. And he won. He won tonight. But let's not leave out the fact that Av is also a great battler. I just feel like certain angles hit a little harder. I feel like DNA was a little more surgical. And when I say surgical, I mean, like, when you get into the fine tuning of what your opponent's flaws are. I always tell Easy, like, out of all of your battles, I feel like you were surgical with Cortez. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to tell y'all, oh, I wasn't even inspired for this one, that one. He wasn't inspired for Cortez like that either. But for some reason, he got surgical with that one. And I feel like that one was crafted the best. And I feel like DNA's angle on this was perfect. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like anything that he was saying, like, his angles were coming at Av for being, old. Now, look, the reason why, for me as a New Yorker, why his Avenue angles hit is because in New York, we all know older people who love to chill on the Avenue and they ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? So then in retrospect, we have Av, an older person, and he's drinking and he's on camera, and you can almost perceive him as an older person who ain't about shit. But if you know what's up, you know that, what I'm saying, he takes care of his business in real life and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all perception. But I do understand that the angle DNA was going at, and it hit. It hit. Yeah, I needed DNA to win that for the Garys of the world. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm glad that you said that. I think that angle was perfect for it because it did matter. Now, mind you, I liked Av's angle too. When he was saying that, he assumed that DNA would not be able to protect his family. But this is where Av made the mistake. Av made the mistake when he didn't dwell on that. You know what I'm saying? What he should have did was dwell on that subject matter, point out all of the ways that he wouldn't have defended his family, and he could have even turned it into a comedic thing. Like, this is what I'm going to tell y'all right now. Niggas sleep on the comedic angles and what the visualizations of a comedic angle can do for the audience. If you're rapping to me and you rap about some shit and you talking about a nigga is a fool and that shit is funny, that shit gonna stick with me. It's gonna stick with me. And sometimes when you're battling someone, it's not always the best thing, even though this is URL and this is like, URL stage is like a highly believability. This is the streets. This is the real, whatever you're saying. This URL could be the Academy Awards, because whatever you're saying, we need to believe you in this arena. You gotta like loosen up sometimes. And I feel like Av didn't give himself any room to loosen up. He kept the same tone every round. Every round he kept this serious old man tone, this uncle tone, where it was like, all right, you're going to talk to us in the same voice. It was almost like the lecture from the uncle. You ain't want to hear about it no more. Nigga, I know you saying some shit, but you're getting on my fucking nerves. You're talking too long.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Av.
Man, Av did well.
Babe, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Av did very well. I'm saying that he kept the same tone, babe. He kept the same tone. He didn't break it up. It's almost like he left us lagging on the entertainment value. And that's one of the things that Av has to stay on top of. Because that nigga talk slick. Av talk shit and he's fire. He's not trash. He's not trash. I just feel like the energy was too low when it's like Av is an adult and he's talking to this nigga like his son. And then DNA is a young adult and he's talking to this nigga, well, I have my methods, sir. And my methods are working perfectly fine for me. That was the tone of the battle. It was like, all right, sir, you trying to talk to me, but guess what? My lifestyle might be working out better than yours. Hold on, let's talk about it. And I'm the grown up and she's younger than me, and my fucking angle is, bitch, let me talk to you. I'm a grown bitch. I'm about to shut you down. And then her angle is, guess what? I'm younger than you and my fucking shit is working better than yours. I like that angle better. I'ma salute the young bitch, because in our minds and perceptions, the OG's supposed to be able to talk to the younger person. Okay, next battle. Anyway, I feel like DNA dominated that battle. I feel like Av had bars and he's nice. I don't feel like anyone rose or fell there. I feel like DNA won. Nobody stopped, dropped, or rose. Moving on. I'm just saying, if niggas want to talk about that, nothing moved. That wasn't that type of battle. That was not that type of battle where like a stop dropped or picked up. It was just two of the best going head to head. And in this situation, DNA won. DNA won. Period. Point blank. Salute the Av. You my nigga. And Av's album is fire. Y'all need to fucking download that and stream it. Easy and Skulls featured on it, and a couple of other people in the community. Y'all should like look that up. What was the next battle? What was the next battle, babe?
It was K-Sean battle.
K-Sean versus Chilla Jones. Lord have mercy. I'ma turn down. I'm gonna make this short and sweet because I don't even know how to act. And I don't give a fuck no more, because it is what it is. Bay's out here. You know what I mean? I'm out here analyzing battles. And I gotta keep it 100. But I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. This is an instance of sleeping on a nigga and not realizing your environment. Let's talk about it. Please, guys, come on. Give me some feedback. Don't just fucking sit there. This was an instance. This was an instance of you really, really, I don't give a fuck, sleeping on a nigga. I don't feel like K-Shine is trash. I feel like I got a goddamn mid K-Shine tonight. I damn near feel like K-Shine thought he was gonna con us with motherfucking activity.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
And I know that he don't think that. I know he think he was fired because y'all seen the way he was talking to us.
No. It's just that I just think it was like niggas got him as the best right now. So he went in there kind of lacking. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that, niggas was just going to be like,
what are we doing, NWX?
Yeah, he wasn't.
What are we doing, NWX?
Like fire, K-Shine.
We just had, what's the point of being in teams? What's the point of being in a team? What's the point of me being a part of a rap gang and sparring with niggas that's supposed to be my motherfucking gang? And this is the content that I came with. Don Marino just faced Rum Nitty. Let's talk. K-Shine has his moments. Obviously, that's not good enough. Guys, everybody at this level can rap. You will never hear me say anybody at this level is trash. Nobody at this level is trash. Nobody. Not one of them. This is the creme de la creme. Who is who? Who is who, when, and where? This is specific instances, and this is volume 7. We ain't talking about Sean outside of nothing but tonight. That first round was filler. We got 3 rounds of K-Shine filler and performance. Now, I'm not saying that he was trash because nobody here was trash. I don't even need you guys to validate what I'm saying. Express how you feel in the chat. I'm not looking for validation. I'm not even looking for you guys to agree with me. I'm just saying what I saw and what I heard and what I witnessed. A great performance from K-Shine with lackluster bars. A calmed down Chilla Jones with surgical bars. And we're going to say he got surgical. We're not going to pretend he didn't get surgical with K-Shine. Sean's mistake. I'm just going to go right into it because we need to get to the next battle. Sean's mistake, he should have never took this battle. He didn't need to take this battle. He could have coasted on life. K-Shine. He could have coasted on life and relaxed. He did not need to do this. He has nothing to prove. You get to a level, especially in battle rap, where you have nothing to prove. Unless you're contending for champion of the year and you want a $10,000 purse and you want a belt. And if that's what you want, you better goddamn well be strategic. Because this is a new era. We're not in front of crowds. And you guys already know that the penmanship is going to be 50% with the fucking performance. Whereas a performance might be able to be, you might be able to do 60-40. You might be able to give niggas packs. You might be able to give us a street pack performance.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying on the block, the usual number is 60-40. When you have a pack, that's acceptable. You don't feel like you're getting played. If somebody gives you a pack of some jumps and you say, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go 60-40.
What's jumps?
What they call it out here.
What you mean?
Crack. I'm saying, if a nigga give you some crack and he give it to you in a package, 60-40 is acceptable. You don't feel like you're getting played. You know what I'm saying?
60-40 crazy.
No, 60-40 is crazy. I would never. But let me tell you, I'm saying as a consumer of battle rap, I'll accept it. I'll accept the 40%. But on this platform, on this level, in this COVID era, we need 50% pen, 50% bars. I brought this up on Twitter. because these niggas was talking about small rooms and big rooms. And they was saying, we got to get prepared. We got to get prepared for this setting. And I was saying, as a rapper, the first thing you do is rap in front of your friends. Okay. I wish I had a bomb to drop.
You don't have no John to drop, man?
When the first time you rap and the first time you feel like you're suitable,
okay,
you talk to your man. This is when you're very young, because the first time I did it, I might have been like 15. And there's people you probably was younger than me when you felt like you could rap. But when I felt like, actually, I think I could put something together, I was 15 and I kind of rapped it in my friend's ear. Then the next thing was like, I need to rap in front of my friends because they're like, oh, you have a voice. So the point is, the smallest room, the most intimate setting is your first time. Who do you guys think you're... Look, I know Babe wants me to turn down, but now I'm speaking as a rapper.
Because, Babe, I don't even know what you're going on.
Because...
a whole tyrant.
No, I'm not.
You're supposed to be doing like the value.
No, I'm doing the recap. But this is a part of the recap. Because we are now judging our battles and determining who the winners are in a totally different setting than we were a year ago. You know what I'm saying, babe? Like, we were just with crowds and stuff. Now we're permanently stuck in this fucking reality. Of no crowd, of no reaction, of no gas. That's what I'm emphasizing on. Guys, please get in the comments if you understand where I'm trying to go, because Babe thinks that I'm on the attack and I'm really not. I'm really just talking to everybody as MCs. And I feel like I'm OG of this shit, and I feel like I could talk like that. I do. I feel like the first intimate setting, they're saying that they need to get comfortable in the setting. They're saying that, yo, I need to get comfortable in the setting. I need to get used to this. That setting is an intimate setting. We've all been it before. If you're any type of rapper of any standard, you have been in this setting.
Of what?
Intimacy. 7 people, 8 people. If you're of a high standard, where I come from, where if you need to prove yourself to get some money, it's going to be people that's probably doubting the fuck out of you. So how is a room full of people that you've been around for 10 years an uncomfortable setting? You guys are around people that you've been with from the beginning of URL. How are you uncomfortable?
Okay. You're making a little sense now.
I'm just saying. How is this the setting that you need to feel like you're not feeling like yourself, when these are the people that basically have been cheering you on for a decade?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the people who are saying they need to get used to this setting. I'm talking about the people who will get on social media and justify their performances. I'm talking about people who know what prep is. I'm talking to the professionals.
Who is the professional?
Everybody that was on this motherfucking card. Everybody that got paid to be on this card. Those are the professionals. Obviously, they got paid. I ain't get paid to do shit. It was overconfidence. Because they used to rapping in front of them, not performing for only them.
Who you talking about?
I'm reading comments.
He said, what he say?
He said because they used to rapping in front of them and not performing for only them. That didn't even make... T-Dub, you family, but come back with that sentence.
He said,
I don't... T-Dub said, our nigga. I don't think DNA or Sean won. I absolutely think that DNA won. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Dude just looks like the homegirl next girl, authentic. I love it. I'm just a hip hop person. You know what I'm saying? And no love lost. Like I said at the beginning of what I was saying, everybody at this level is extraordinaire. Everybody is at the top of the food chain. Nobody here is trash. What we're doing right here is comparing who's who at this level. Who's we're ranking now. Now is rank in order. Rank in order. Top 10. Rank in order. We're gonna get to Jey the Nightwing. Right now we're on DNA and K-Shine, and we're about to get right the fuck off of it. So how I feel is I was on it for a while, but I feel like I needed to break down a couple of things about it because I don't want to come off like I was just attacking K-Shine. I just feel like K-Shine is comfortable in his rapping and his descriptiveness in this particular battle. And this particular battle, because last time I seen K-Shine, he was talking to E Hart, and that's my bitch. And he even like mentioned me in the battle, and it was and he won against Pat Stay, and I liked his but I feel like his arrogance of Pat Stay bled into his performance of tonight, because it was something about his performance with Pat Stay that I felt like it wasn't like sportsmanship. I just wasn't feeling it, even though Pat Stay was trash and underwhelming, and I was really expecting 1,000 more %. I had Pat Stay winning that battle, and that might have been one of my biggest disappointments ever in my battle rap predicaments, to be honest. For real. And not predicaments. That's how I'm gonna pronounce that. Predicaments. Because I fuck with motherfucking Pat Stay. I feel like he has the skill to fuck niggas up, but K-Shine fuck this fucking non. They shut up.
You know, you almost caught yourself.
I did though, because you know they petty as shit. But this is what I'm trying to say. Like when we're doing predictions and stuff, and I'm not a blogger, but sometimes I blog. I'm just saying that this is not about K-Shine overall. This is about K-Shine and this particular battle. And in this particular battle, I feel like he was slacking, and I didn't like it. He should have took his jacket off. Get comfortable, please. In the words of Coffee. Moving on. Next battle, y'all.
There was 3. We did 3, so now it was twerking.
There was only 4 battles.
5.
We're missing something.
We did 3 already.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So it was Twork versus Jey the Nightwing. All right, let's get into it. Jey the Nightwing, round 1. Now I'm gonna give the first round to Twork, because I feel like Twork performed his bars better, period. I feel like they were both on an equal level of skill set. I feel like Jey was supposed to give us way more energy. I feel like Jey was supposed to perform the words that he did with... Jey was supposed to perform that round the way he was performing the motherfucking intros. Now let me talk to you, Jey the Nightwing. The energy that you put into those intros and that character that you jumped into when you were announcing those battles for those clips, we need that. We need that focus.
Who you got taking the battle?
The battle? Who I got taking the battle? I got Jey the Nightwing taking the battle.
So you got him taking rounds?
I got him taking rounds 2 and 3. Yes, I do. I feel like he outperformed Twork, and I feel like he outskilled Twork in rounds 2 and 3. I feel like for this to be a Twork return, for this to be Twork coming off of 2 years of absolute
2 years
hoopla.
Nigga only been like 8 months.
No, I'm not talking about the down part. I'm talking about the overall performance of his sportsmanship and his showings as a battle rapper. So for him to give us 2 years of absolute hoopla, then have a hiatus because of the accident, and come back, it wasn't mid. But it wasn't, to me, what as fans was waiting for. I don't feel like it was the explosive performance that you guys were anticipating. still stumbling,
The app had
still freestyling trash,
I mean, that was the last one.
still freestyling. I don't give a fuck what round that shit was in.
No, but I'm just saying.
It was a big return on a big stage with a big purse on a fancy platform.
First 2 rounds.
The app had Fonz beating you. The app had a lot of things. The way the app had it.
Didn't have Fonz beating me.
Oh no, the app. You're right. The app didn't have Fonz beating you. But wait, which one did the app have you? None of
it. Had me lose.
No, not the app. The fan vote. My fault. The caffeine vote.
Never had me lose.
Talking about the caffeine vote.
Never had
Fonz
me
and
lose.
the judges. I'm sorry, babe. Stop. You're right. No, you got to correct me. He has to correct me. He has to correct me. But the point of what I'm saying is there's different judgment systems that's going on. That's basically what my point is. The point that I'm trying to make is we have different systems and votings and different criterias and different reasons why the votes may be how they be. I judge the shit on the skill set of the round, the consistency of the round, the theme of the round, the performance of the round, the flawlessness of the round. You know, we just judge things on.
Second and third was super so easy. No, bro, I actually got it 2-1 either way. I got the battle 2-1 either way.
Listen, I have personally no bias, no nothing. I have Jey the Nightwing winning the second and the third rounds. I feel like that's when he understood. I feel like after
the third was fire. Like I said, I think I got, just like she said, I got Twork winning the first round. I got Jey winning the third round clearly. So then it's up to the second. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. I feel like this as a artist or a rapper. I feel like Jey recognized in that first round he could not do that. I know what he wanted to do. In my mind, Jey wanted to combat that gimmick of I'm loud, I'm boisterous, I'm a character. I feel like Jey the Nightwing wanted to combat that with I could be calm, collective, and presence, and I can beat you with presence and charisma, with calm charisma. But I feel like after the first round, he knew he had to pick it up in order to gain traction, because that first round was underwhelming from Jey, even though that nigga was spitting. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Tone be talking shit to them niggas and like really talking shit and bossing them. And he be bossing them. I be listening.
I'll be peeping on.
When I tell y'all, I have the intelligence to be non-biased. I'm telling y'all I have the intelligence to be non-biased. Jey recognized that let me just pick up the energy a little bit. And what Jey should have did was bark. And that's my opinion. I feel like Jey's material was good enough for him to still pick up the bravado. I feel like he could have picked up the bravado and really sealed it for us. Because I feel like he's the person who could have sealed the deal right here. Now it makes me angry that he took this battle so fucking early. Ooh. Seriously, Jey the Nightwing. I feel like now he shouldn't have took this battle so fucking early. I'm relaxed now. I'm done. Next battle, I feel like Jey won. Next, we moving on. Last battle.
Who was the last battle?
Tay Roc versus. What was it? So what? I'm tired. But all right, but I'm tired a little bit. I can still get right.
I told you to not even do the recap.
But I want to do the recap. I want to talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
Bird was trash. G2, let's get right into it. Because I'm not scared of these niggas. They got to battle all these niggas. Fuck that.
Yo,
it is what it is. It is what it is. This is where we at. This is where we at. Okay. Let's Jey rap like an old man. I like the authoritativeness of that character. Yeah, he's talking about Jey the Nightwing. But I do understand what you're saying. And that has to do with speed. That has to do with speed. Jey got to pick it up. It has to be an aggressive thing. We have to feel like even though you're calm, you're talking to this nigga. I understand what you're talking about. I get it. What does that mean, rap like? And no, I know what he's saying. He's like, what does that mean, rap like? It means that it's weak. He's talking about his pace. Exactly. He's talking about the tone of him. The tone of him was too timid for who he was going up against. That the problem is in this particular battle, when you're battling this particular person, you have to bark on particular people. When you get in front of a particular person, the only thing that person is going to respect is you fucking yelling in their motherfucking face. You know what that made me think of? That made me think of the way sometimes you approach me. And maybe that almost made me understand sense, right? You. Yes. That almost made me
keep talking.
That almost made me understand. But when you get in front of particular,
any translation of how you are in real
when
life,
you get
keep on going.
When you get in front of a particular person, in order for a message to be received, you might have to talk to this person in a particular way. That's why crowd saved Twork. In certain instances of Twork's moments, I will say yes. But I won't say that anybody on those stages are trash. Jey was made for the small room only. I don't believe that. I believe that Jey needs to understand. Jey's new. Let's keep this in mind. When it comes down to rookies, Jey the Nightwing is that. He is the definition of a rookie. Let's keep that in mind. He's not new, but he is a rookie. He's a rookie. Crowds can't save anyone. Crowds can't save them anymore, because they're not here.
So hold on.
What?
Hold up. So who do you think won the battle?
I think that Jey the Nightwing won the battle.
Okay, so you think he won the battle, then as far as him being new, it shouldn't even matter.
They made it. They're the ones that made the comment that I'm responding to.
I think it was too many.
Next battle. That's where we was at. Rockenberg. That's where we was at. Guys, come on. Stop. Let's stick to it. And then we can talk about the whole shit overall. We're going to go back to everything overall. Let's stick to where we need to stick to. Averb. Tay Roc. Let's get into it. I want to talk about that. I like the fact that Verb didn't take obvious angles. I want to give some respect to Averb. Like the tranny shit.
I mean, but that shit's starting to get old, though.
But I like the fact that he recognized it and still didn't reach for the drama. Because niggas know that shit been old and corny. The shit is like 6 years old. And as far as the rumor's concerned. And niggas still reach for it. For clout or reaction. Let's call it reaction. I'm going to call it clout. I don't give a fuck. A clout chase is a clout chase. A reaction is a clout chase. If it's not authentic, if it's not no shit that we talking about for real. Averb isn't boring, but Jey is. Are we comparing Jey the Nightwing to Averb? Let's not do that. That's not what we're doing. They're two different type of artists.
But that's cool. That's good. That Jey getting compared to Averb, that's not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's disrespect. I'm saying that it's just two totally different things. Rock 30, talk about it. Highly opinionated is in the building. Rock 30, they were both not good to be nice about it. Now, let me say this. I feel like Rock he outskilled him lyrically. I'm just going to give that up right there as a lyricist. I feel like Rock outskilled him lyrically. I feel like Verb was not creative enough. And that's just that. I don't feel like this was a spectacular thing where I can get into it and dig into it. I don't have too many memorable bars, but that's just me. You know, you guys can refresh the memory and like drop the bars that you loved in the comment section. But I feel like overall this was a good battle. I will go back and watch it for sure. I feel like Rock dominated in this battle. I feel like Rock dominated. I feel like Verb has some shit. But I just feel like Rock, I liked Rock's gun bars. I was happy, guys. I'm going to be honest. I was so happy. Rock was talking gun bars. I was so happy, Rock. I was happy. Talk that shit. Talk your shit that you know. Let me tell you what I was unhappy with. That goddamn jean jacket. Those goddamn spikes coming out of this whole part right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That goddamn jean jacket. That was it. Other than that, beautiful. How you say beautiful in Italian again? Bellissimo. I forgot how to say it. It was great. You did a great job. His outfit was childish. I hated the jacket. I hated the jean suit. I hated it. I hated it. No, let me take that back. I didn't hate it. It just was dated. It was dated. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. But I fuck with his bars. I fuck with what he did tonight. He definitely won. He definitely won. Verb, I have no comment on what he wore. It was just whatever. Whatever. As far as the whole event is concerned, I'm gonna give the event an 8. An 8. I'm gonna surprisingly give the event an 8 because it still kept me looking. Like I was interested in watching every battle. I was interested in watching every battle to the end. I really was interested in giving feedback on these battles. And you guys know me, I am one of the most inconsistent people in media. I do what I want and I come on here when I want. And thanks to my man, my numbers are what they are. So this was one of the better battles and one of the better battle rap events. I enjoyed Volume 7. I kikied at Volume 7. I sipped my tea. I said cliche things. I appreciated what everybody did, and salute to the URL battlers. That's all I got to say. I'm looking forward to Kings vs. Kings Part 2. Yes, I am looking forward to that.
Baby, isn't that fucking...
I'm ending it right now. I know you did. Now I gotta thank him for letting me rock. Look, thank you, babe. And I have things coming up too. So whatever. See y'all later. Volume 7, shout out to URL. Cheers.